Hello and welcome to this video on the update of the Indomitus box set for Warhammer 40k. So here we have some of the new Necron stuff all primed up, put together. I'm going to go over a couple of things that I noticed with these kits. Number one, we're going to start off over here with the Scarab bases. One thing when you're putting these together, they're really straightforward. It's just these little spindly bits tend to break off pretty easily, so make sure you're really careful with those. And then also when you have to clip off certain sections, so when they're attached to their sprue, got to be really gentle, because I broke off a few of the little scarab things here at one point on the first one that I tried. Fixed it easily enough, but just really finicky on these. I heard from a lot of people too, the Plasma Lancer, his finger breaks off, so make sure in your box you actually have his little grippy finger there. For the rest of them, it was pretty straightforward. The little Necron warriors here turned out pretty good. Use a Rust-Oleum spray paint on these guys, and then I really love, I know the internet hates these, little chicken bucket dudes. I adore them. They are really roboty, and I like them. This little guy reminds me a lot of a Strider from Half-Life 2. Super cool model. Yeah, so with that, I'm going to quickly go over one of the sprues because I have some extra Necrons that I got for a really good deal. One thing to look out for is the numbering. They do like an A, B for this sprue in terms of you have like 4A or 11B or 18B. Make sure you don't get these confused. I did it once and it wasn't that bad, but one of them that I mixed up number 22 and 27, which was pretty easy to mix up because the numbering's pretty close on those two. It was a little trickier to fit in, but you can't really tell now that the models are all put together, but just be aware of that. That's kind of a tricky thing. So I just have those guys to assemble, one of the heroes, and then the Scorptech destroyers. So I'll probably go over those later when I'm done putting them together. And everything else, some other models. We have Cryptex, the new ones. Those guys are getting primed. And then some Immortals. The last of squad of Tomb Blades. They're turning out. And then Scorptech Lord. He's looking really cool. And just quickly, the primer that I've been using for these. It's not that expensive. It's about 13 Canadian or so. So it's rubbed oil bronze. It's a great like black with a metallic sheen in it. This is highly recommended, I would say. It coats very well. Just got to make sure you shake it continuously. And you don't want to breathe this stuff in. Blow your nose later and you'll have a bunch of particulate left from this primer in there, so just be careful, wear a mask. And yeah, it turned out all really good. And then I also have Illuminator over here that I'm going to be getting to later on. I've heard that his instructions aren't the best, so that'll be kind of interesting going over that next. So that's an update on Indomitus. Hope you enjoyed this little hobby update, and until next time, happy hobbying.